Hello everyone, welcome back to Maths class, chapter number 9, matrices, the continued part of exercise 9C. Question number 24. In this question, there are three matrices A, B and C, and it is asked to calculate CA plus B as the first sub-question, and the second sub-question is A plus CB. I hope by this time you are very much familiar with addition and multiplication of matrices. Let me explain now how to solve this problem. First, let us consider the first sub-question, that is CA plus B. Consider the matrix C and A. CA means C into A. As both the matrices are of 2 by 2 square matrix, apply the same rule: first row, first column, first row, second column, second row, first column and second row, second column. And hence the value of CA will be equal to minus 11, minus 16, 3 and 4. And in the next step, that is, consider CA the product as one single matrix. Add the corresponding elements of CA with the corresponding elements of B. That is nothing but CA plus B. So let us consider the first element. Minus 11 plus 6 is equal to minus 5. Second element, minus 16 plus 1, that is equal to minus 15. And the third element, 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. And the fourth element, 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. So now we have solved the first sub question, that is CA plus B. Let us move on to the second sub question, that is A plus CB. A plus CB means matrix A should be added with the corresponding elements of the product of C and B. So hence it is necessary to calculate the product first. Let us consider matrix C and matrix B. So both the matrices are square matrices of order 2 by 2. So hence apply the same rule, that is first row, first column, first row, second column, second row, first column and second row, second column. Then the terms of C into B, the product of C and B will be equal to minus 15, minus 5, 1, 1. Let us move on to the next step, that is A plus CB. Consider the matrix A and the matrix CB, the product what you have calculated in the previous step. Add the corresponding elements. 1 plus of minus 15 is minus 14. 2 plus of minus 5 is minus 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. So this is the solution for sub question 2. And it is asked in the question to that, in each of the find each of the following and state if they are equal. Are they equal, children? Just compare result number 1 and 2. CA plus B is not equal to A plus CB. Question number 25. In this question, matrix A is given as a square matrix of order 2 by 2 and the matrix B is of the order 2 by 1. The condition says that if AX is equal to B, find the matrix X. That means to say the matrix with the order 2 by 2 is multiplied with the one more matrix of X and the resulting matrix is B of the order 2 by 1. As matrix X is unknown, let us assume the order of the matrix as A by B. Matrix A is of the order 2 by 2. If this matrix is multiplied with the other matrix X of the order A by B, then the resulting matrix B will be of the order 2 by 1. We already know that the multiplication process will be possible if and only if the number of columns of the first matrix is equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. Hence we can say that value of A is equal to 2. In a similar manner, how to find out the order of the resulting matrix? The resulting matrix is nothing but equal to the number of rows of the first matrix with the number of columns of the second matrix. That is nothing but value of B is equal to 1. Hence we can say that A is equal to 2, B is equal to 1. So let us assume the elements of matrix X as P, Q of the order 2 by 1. 2 rows, 1 column. A matrix A is defined in the question, is given in the question. Matrix B is given in the question. By comparing or by considering the result or the condition AX is equal to B, now we have come to a conclusion that matrix X is of the order 2 by 1. Hence, let us find the product to know the elements of A matrix X, that is P and Q. A into X, that is first matrix A is of order 2 by 2. The second matrix X, that is PQ, of order 2 by 1. If these two is multiplied, then the resulting matrix will be first row, first column, second row, second column. As we don't have second column, it is first row, first column, second row, first column. So consider the corresponding elements. 2 into P plus 1 into Q, that is first row, first column. 1 into P plus 3 into Q is second row, first column. It results as 3 minus 11, that is product, that is the result of the A into X, that is equated to matrix B. Now try to simplify A into X. It forms an equation 2P plus Q is equal to 3. P plus 3Q is equal to minus 11. By this we can know that by solving these two simultaneous linear equations or by substitution method or by elimination method, we can find the value of P and Q. Solve the equation and find out the value of P and Q. Cross check with the given answer here. P will be equal to 4 and Q will be equal to minus 5. Hence we can say that matrix X is of the order 2 by 1 of the elements 4 and minus 5. Question number 26. If A is the given matrix of order 2 by 2, find A minus 2i into A minus 3i. This is the given question, children. Solution is not given here. I'll be explaining how to solve and what are the steps to be followed here. Try to find out the solution by following the given steps. Okay. It is said that I is a unit matrix. Let us define what is I. I is equal to 1, 0, 0, 1. Here you might get a question. What is the order of matrix I, as it is not given in the question? A minus 2i or A minus 3i, it says that subtraction is done with the matrix A. So we know the condition that addition and subtraction is possible in matrices if and only if the given matrices are of the same order. So if matrix A is of order 2 by 2, and hence matrix I also will be of the order 2 by 2. So let us consider the elements of I as 1, 0, 0, 1. In the first step, calculate 2i. That means multiply all the elements of I with the number 2. Mark it as result number 1. In the second step, calculate A minus 2i. That means subtract the elements of A and 2i, the corresponding elements, and after doing subtraction, hence keep the final result as result number 2. Then move on to the third step, that is calculate 3i. Multiply all the elements of I by a number 3. Then find out the difference between A and 3i. The corresponding elements should be subtracted. Mark this as result number 4. Now consider result number 2 and result number 4 and find out the product of result 2 and result 4, that is both will be of the order of 2 by 2. Hence it is easy to find the product by applying the same rule: first row first column, first row second column, second row first column and second row second column. Try to do this problem by yourself. Continue in the same classwork. Question number 27. If A is equal to, the given matrix is of the order 2 by 3, 2 rows and 3 columns. It is said that find A transpose into A, the second sub question, A into A transpose, where here it is said that A to the power of T is nothing but transpose of matrix A. I hope you remember, children, what do you mean by transpose? We have discussed in the first or second class when we started the matrices while defining or while understanding the types of matrices. Transpose of a given matrix is to rewrite the rows as columns or columns as rows. Now here in this question, matrix A is of the order 2 by 3, 2 rows and 3 columns. Let us find out the transpose of matrix A by rewriting the rows as columns. Let me consider the first row elements 2, 1, minus 1. Rewrite it as first column. The first row elements are written in first column. Consider the elements of second row 0, 1, minus 2. Write down in second column, that is 0, 1, minus 2. So now we know what is matrix A and what is the transpose of the given matrix A. Let us find the sub question, the product of transpose of matrix A elements multiplied with the corresponding elements of matrix A. Before we move on to the multiplication process, what we need to check, children, whether is it possible, because both are of the different order. So if they are of the same order, we are very much familiar with doing the multiplication. But if they are of different order, so it is necessary to cross check and to keep in the mind what is the order of the resulting matrix. That is very much important. See, matrix transpose matrix A is of order 3 by 2 and matrix A is of the order 2 by 3. According to the multiplication process, if we cross check, the number of columns of the first matrix should be equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. So now by this we can know that there are 2 columns in the first matrix and 2 rows in the second matrix. Hence the multiplication process is possible. Then what is the order of the resulting matrix? I think with this clue you can just easily identify. The resulting matrix will be of the order 3 by 3. 3 rows, 3 columns. For this what we need to do? We need to consider first row, first column, first row, second column, first row, third column. Next, second row, first column, second row, second column, second row, third column. And the last, third row, first column, third row, second column, third row, third column. So if we know that what is the order of the resulting matrix, it is easy to find out the solution and we can make our problem with error free. Try to multiply the corresponding elements, children. Be careful while multiplying. You just note down in the slide here. For each of the matrices problem, I have differentiated with a different color just to make you to understand and so that you will not forget how to do it. See, in the first row, you can see all the row elements are with yellow and the columns are with different colors. That is, first column is of different color, second column is of different color and third column is of in one more color. So in the second line we are going to consider second row elements as same. It is multiplied with first, second and third column respectively. And in the third row, consider the third row elements multiply with elements of first column, second column and third column respectively. So note down the elements. Please keep an eye on the sign plus or minus, and once you calculate the procedure of first row, first column up to the third row, third column, it results as 4, 2, minus 2, 2, 2, minus 3, minus 2, minus 3, 5. Kindly don't copy this from children. Pause the video. You just write down the elements, find out the solution. Calculation is very simple, but only thing is there should be accuracy in writing the elements in the correct order. Let us move on to the sub question 2. In the sub question 2, it is said that we need to multiply matrix A with the elements of transpose of matrix A. In this case also, let us cross check whether can we do it and what will be the order of the resulting matrix. Matrix A is of the order 2 by 3 and the transpose of matrix A is of the order 3 by 2. And both the elements, that is number of columns of first matrix is equal to the number of rows of second matrix, that is 3 and 3. Then what is the order of the resulting matrix, children? I hope you will be able to identify. The resulting matrix will be of the order 2 by 2. So if it is of 2 by 2, we know it very well. How to do it, children? Let us consider first row, first column, first row, second column. second row first column, second row second column. Hence the elements will be 6, 3, 3, 5. Question number 28. If M is equal to the given matrix of order 2 by 2, show that 6M minus M square is equal to 9I, where I is a unit matrix. As they said, as I is a unit matrix, and the left hand side we have 6M minus M square, that is multiplication as well as addition as well as subtraction. We can, and it is surely and it is properly said in the question that I is a matrix of order 2 by 2. Let us define the elements of I as 1, 0, 0, 1 and consider the left hand side, that is first step 6M. Multiply all the elements of M with the number 6. It results as 24, 6, minus 6 and 12. In the second step, calculate M square. Multiply the matrix M with the elements of matrix M as they are of the order 2 by 2. It is easy to multiply with the rule first row first column, first row second column, second row first column and second row second column. It results as 15, 6, minus 6 and 3. Let us move on to the elements of left hand side. Left hand side it is said as 6M minus M square. Children, the bracket is just has come this side. Try to identify and keep the bracket in the proper place. 6M minus M square. Consider the elements of 6M. Subtract with the corresponding elements of M square. So let us subtract corresponding elements. Consider the first element. 24 minus 15 is 9. 6 minus 6 is 0. Minus 6 minus of minus 6 is minus 6 plus 6, hence it is 0. Fourth element, 12 minus 3 is 9. Mark it as result number 1. Now we have solved the values on the left hand side, 6M minus M square. Let us consider the value on the right hand side. Right hand side it was 9I, that is matrix I should be multiplied with all the elements should be multiplied with the number 9. Hence it results as 9009. Mark it as result number 2. So from 1 and 2 the left hand side values are equal to the right hand side values. Hence we can say that 6M minus M square is equal to 9I. Hence it is proved. Question number 29, a very simple question. P and Q are of the given matrices and the elements of Q are with the unknown variables x and y. The condition is said that find x and y such that PQ is equal to null matrix. It says that the product of P and Q is equal to the null matrix. Null matrix means it is of the elements containing 0. So as the P and Q are of the order 2 by 2, hence the matrix null matrix should also be of the order 2 by 2. Find out the product of P and Q and equate the elements to 0. Hence 6, consider the first element, children. 6 plus 6y is equal to 0. Then value of y will be equal to minus 1. Similarly, the second element 2x plus 12 is equal to 0 and value of x will be equal to minus 6. The new concept is that is null matrix. Null matrix means all the elements of the given matrix, the value will be equal to 0. Question number 30. The values are given with trigonometric values. So it is necessary to write down the values of trigonometry. That is, first it is 2 cos 60. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. So the first element will be 2 into 1 by 2. The second element is minus 2 sin 30. So value of sin 30 is 1 by 2. Hence it is minus 2 into 1 by 2. The third element is minus tan 45. Tan 45 is 1, so it is minus 1. And the fourth element is cos 0 degree, that is equal to 1. Similarly, write down the values of the second matrices, that is cos 45 is 1, cosecant 30 is 2, secant 60 is 2 and sin 90 is 1. Try to simplify. The first matrix, if it is 2 into 1 by 2, it results as 1. Minus 2 into 1 by 2, it results as minus 1. Hence, both the matrices are of the order 2 by 2. Multiply the corresponding elements, apply the same rule, and hence find out the result. The result is minus 1, 1, 1 and minus 1. Question number 31. State with reason whether the following are true or false if A, B and C are matrices of order 2 by 2. Many of these conditions we have already discussed while solving the problems, children. Kindly keep an eye on that, and again I will be explaining it in detail. These results are very much important in matrices to find out the given solution at certain conditions. So the first question, it says that A plus B is equal to B plus A. It is true. Already we have calculated that. If the matrix A is of order 2 by 2 and the matrix B is also of the order 2 by 2, if both the matrices are of same order and the corresponding elements are added, then the resulting matrix, that is B, if it is A plus B or B plus A, as the corresponding elements are added, this is true, and we can say the condition that addition of matrices is commutative. And the second question is A minus B is equal to B minus A. Already we have solved this problem, few certain problems regarding the subtraction. Definitely it is false. Subtraction of matrices is not commutative. The third question says that B into C into A is equal to B into C into A. Is it true, children? Multiplication of matrices is associative. Of course it is true. If matrices A, B, C, if they are of different order also, after calculating we can say that A, B, C is equal to B, C, A. That is, here matrix B and C is multiplied with the elements of matrix A, and in the second case matrix C and A are multiplied first and later it is multiplied with the elements of matrix B. In exercise 9C, in question number 5, there was a question with the same condition, that is ABC is equal to BCA. We have already solved. You can just refer this. Exercise 9C, question number 5. The question was given that A into B of C is equal to A of B into C. It was asked to verify. Already we have solved this. By that time also I have told you that multiplication of matrices is commutative. And the next question, A plus B into C is equal to A into C plus B into C. Where we have solved this, children? In question number 14, exercise 9C, question number 14, we have already solved, and by that we are very much sure that multiplication of matrices is distributive over addition, and multiplication of matrices is also distributive over subtraction. And the third problem and the fifth problem is true because it is regarding subtraction. And the sixth problem, A minus B into C is equal to A into C minus B into C. This problem is also related to the multiplication of matrices is distributive over subtraction. Hence the statement is true. And the seventh question is A square minus B square is equal to A plus B into A minus B. Exercise 9C, question number 22 we have solved, and by that time itself I told you algebraic identities will not be applied for the terms of matrices. So laws of algebra, what we are going to use for factorization expansions, are not applicable to matrices. In a similar manner, the next question is also given with the formula identity A minus B whole square is equal to A square minus 2A into B plus B square. This result is also false because we cannot apply the algebraic identities for the matrices. So by this we have completed all the problems of exercise 9C. Exercise 9D is of revision problem. I'll be assigning the assignments when and how and where to solve this. Try to concentrate on this chapter, children. It may have two questions in the exam, one with 4 marks and one with 3 marks, and from this chapter you're going to get a compulsory question in section A where you can easily score 3 or 4 marks. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.